All right. Welcome to Deliver Us from Evil. It is free to play and it is simp worthy if you cannot tell by the two characters right here. Um Pretty much from what it says on Steam, the game is a dating sim and it seems like the two love interests are either the Archangel Michael or Lucifer. Um Thank God I ain't religious. I'll tell you that. Alright, let's get started. If you hear another voice simping, let it be known that it is a glorious friend
Lol.
who is tiny AF.
Shush your face.
You can't make me.
I
Alright,
can make
so
you.
whatever. Sometimes you're never fully aware of what you're truly capable of until you get thrown right into the fold. My name is Ariel, a guardian angel of the heavenly host. I'm not as important or as powerful as some of the others, like Gabriel or Uriel or Michael. But I'm proud of my role here. Each day I spend performing my duties, I count as a blessing. However, today, something is different. Today, I received a direct letter from Michael. His tone was somewhat urgent. He asked me to come to his office, and I couldn't possibly refuse. What could he want from me all of a sudden? Oh, pretty nice office. Nice, nice. I arrived at his office, knocking
Who's
softly.
there?
Oh, it's me.
Ariel. Good. Come in, please.
All right, all right. I like the voice. I like the voice. I like
Mhm.
the.
Mhm.
Hello?
Just like, hi there.
Yeah. I go inside, walking slowly. Michael is an archangel, one of heaven's most respected generals. His office naturally reflects his status. It damn sure better. The walls are lined with golden banners of arms bearing his sigil. A few books are scattered across his desk. Someone of his rank and station wouldn't usually cast so much as a second glance at someone like me, but he seems to treat me differently. To everyone else, he is serious and devoted to his duties, but whenever I'm with him, it's just us. He is kind.
Thank you for coming so promptly. Tell me, how are you today?
Hey, man.
I'm a pagan, but I feel like I need to find Christianity right the fuck now.
I mean,
Hello?
if this is what Michael looks like in Christianity, I'd just take me to church.
Always so polite even after all the years we've known each other. I can't help but want to tease him a little. You can drop the formalities with me, Michael. I'm always happy to see you again. I'm just glad I don't have to heal you this time.
uh,
Not the blush.
Oh my
Not the
god, it's so
blush. He
cute!
looks sheepish, but smiles nonetheless. We first met long ago during a war with demons of hell led by the traitor Lucifer. As a guardian angel, I was stuck behind the front lines helping our injured recover from battle. However, one day, during a battle against Lucifer, some of our soldiers returned, having lost sight of their general. Despite all of their warnings, I went out to find him. That gut feeling led me to Michael, grievously injured and alone. I treated him and helped him recover. He found excuses to ask for my company ever since. I obliged, and we've now developed what could be called a close friendship.
that was one time. But I will never forget it, Ariel. I owe you a great debt, and I do hope that one day I can repay your kindness in full.
Listen. The shyness, though. Michael, how many times do I have to tell you you don't owe me a thing?
As many times as I have to insist the exact opposite. Sadly, this is not why I called you here today.
I watch him rifle through his desk drawers for something before pulling out a scroll and handing it to me. At his insistence, I untie the gold thread holding it closed. What is it?
We have had disturbing reports from Earth in recent times. There have been signs of a large amount of demonic energy amassing in a small town, here.
He points to a place in Europe on the large map spread across his desk. The idea of any sort of demonic energy growing sends a chill down my spine. Michael looks up at me and offers a reassuring smile.
Do not worry, Ariel. It is nothing as serious as another war, but nonetheless, something we have been asked to investigate.
We?
Yes, my orders have officially come from the throne to look into this, but I want you to do the initial investigation.
Me? Go to Earth to investigate demon energy? Impossible. I can't. There must be some mistake. I can't go to Earth all of a sudden. Not without an assignment.
Yes, you can. You are the only one I can trust to see this through. You have a more delicate approach to things than the majority of the host, but an admirable determination to see things through. Ariel, I am asking you, as my friend.
I'm surprised at his words.
Don't pull the friend card.
He pulled the fucking friend card. Despite how long we've known each other, it's always a shock to hear him call me his friend, and to hear his confident tone soften. Hot in charge men go soft, boy. Yay. I wonder if it shocks him as much as it does me sometimes. I take a moment to gather my thoughts and nod. Alright, what exactly is happening on Earth? He nods approvingly, perhaps relieved by my quick acceptance, and unravels the scroll. It's a butterfly.
Ew.
Depicted inside is a picture of a strange red butterfly, unlike anything I've seen on Earth before.
These are wishes, manifestations of some of humanity's most wicked desires. We have never seen anything like them before, but they hold a lot of power. We need to find out how they are being made, and where they are going.
We gonna tease him, we gonna express worry, or we gonna take it in stride?
Ooh.
Let's go with worry. Are they dangerous? Well, I guess this one doesn't have the voice on it. I promise you won't. Ariel, you won't be alone in this. All of heaven will be behind you, and we have resources on Earth. Alright, so this tells me that they forgot to record this part.
No, I think it's because it's become options, and so as soon as it's an option of dialogue, it won't say anything, but if it's not an option and you hear it regardless of what you pick, they'll probably have recorded that part.
Dang it, record everything!
I know, right? It's annoying.
It is. I want to simp harder.
I know. Oh, I need to be enveloped in the voices.
Right. He pulls out another scroll, this one depicting a well-dressed and proud-looking man. Oh. This is Keldrin, a Nephilim on Earth who may be able to help us. He has strong ties to Earth's religious sects as well as many personal connections. Find him first. He will point you in the right direction and give us more information about these wishes. That is, if you can convince him to help us. Listen, all y'all doing is putting in the size, and I'm just like, even they're delicious.
Just like, Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry.
He is a slippery sort. Ooh, slippery, you say. Have you spoken to him before? I try to avoid speaking with him directly. His angelic parent, well, forget the thought.
Gasp.
Okay, so either Michael his daddy, or
Or Lucifer, his daddy.
or Lucifer his daddy, or even better, it's somebody very close to Michael who's his father.
Ooh.
I sent him a messenger bird not long ago, but he has yet to respond. Or Mike, more likely, does not care to. Great. I have no idea how I'm supposed to convince him to help, but I have to, for heaven's sake. Alright, what must I do? You will be sent to Earth immediately, reborn temporarily as a human. If demons are involved in this, we cannot let them know we are investigating. If we are discovered, this could lead to Armageddon. Not to mention, you would be in grave danger. Do you understand? Reborn as a human? I've only visited Earth in spirit before while on assignment, and even that hasn't been the case for a few decades. But it will be harder to detect my angelic presence if I'm in a human body. Noise? Yes, I understand. He nods, then walks around the desk and hands me the scroll of the red butterfly and the man called Keldrin.
Ariel.
Then go. And Ariel, please be careful. I will be watching over you. We all will. The way he says it is almost out of character for him. All my life I've only known him as this pillar of strength and fierce devotion. But here, when it's just us, with a new danger lurking in the air, I think I start to see a few cracks starting to form in the walls around him. Of course, the moment passes and Michael straightens his back up into his perfect soldier facade. Now we have to get you to Earth. I've done it before, Michael. I don't need any help. This isn't like your previous excursions delivering messages to humans. Ariel, you need to be human. I immediately start to feel uncomfortable. What exactly do you mean, be human? I'll have a human body, won't I?
Of course.
Yes, but there's more. Look, act, whatever it is you must do in order to blend in and avoid attracting the wrong kind of trouble. How am I supposed to act human while investigating demonic wishes? If there's anyone who can do it, it is you, Ariel. You are our most dedicated guardian. Now, let me help you get to Earth. This won't hurt, I promise. And I will be joining you there shortly, alright? Alright. To be honest, the whole idea frightens me. Yeah, that's kind of sus. That's a little sus right there.
He copped out so hardcore because he just said, "Oh, yeah, I'm sure you can figure it out," aka he doesn't know himself.
No, he does not know. I've never dealt directly with demon energy before. And to live as a human too? What would that even be like? But Michael said he would join me. So I shouldn't have any worry, right?
Farewell.
Michael summons a golden light into his hand, giving me a reassuring nod. He touches it gently to my forehead. A bright white light fills my vision. Huzzah, you have been born. Before I land with a hard thud right into a hedge bush. Ouch.
Yeah, no shite.
Alright, gravity. That's a thing humans deal with. Should have prepared for that landing a little better. Quickly, I scramble out of the bush, brushing stray leaves and twigs from my clothes while looking around frantically. There's a small twinge of pain on my arm, and I see bright red scratches appearing on the skin. Right, I've got a mortal body now. She mad as fuck. A few people are walking past, staring at me oddly. Nervously, I wave my hand and give a small laugh. They turn away and move on. Frowning, I look down and realize I'm still garbed in my robes from heaven. While not as opulent or as regal as the archangels, to a human, this certainly must look odd. Well, yeah, you look like you're out and about for a Victorian-era shooting. Great. Ariel, great start. So much for not sticking out. I look around for the picture scrolls, finding one right by my feet on the ground and the other beside a bench. I grab the one by my foot, but I can't reach the other as a strong gust of wind comes along and sends it straight into the air. Hey, come back here. Every time the scroll is just within my reach, the wind blows it away again. I growl in frustration and make a mad grab for it, the edges brushing against my fingers before it flies away, vanishing from immediate sight. Groaning, I sit up and look at the scroll I do have, the painting of the red butterfly. If anyone from hell discovers that portrait, they'll know I'm here and heaven's cover will be blown. Michael would be so disappointed in me. Thinking of that gets me motivated to get up and keep looking. I can't mess this up. The fate of the world could rest upon me. Hey, watch it. A shrill ring cuts through the air, and I barely have enough time to jump out of the way before a human man who yelled races past riding a bicycle without a helmet on? You should be more careful. The man ignores me but sticks his middle finger up in the air. Rude. Well, that's dangerous. Why wasn't he looking where he was going anyways? He could hurt someone and himself. Yes, we know. But guess what? Most people do not care.
Yeah, welcome to the human race.
We've a bunch of bitches. Even so, I move towards the side of the path to avoid any other unnecessary collisions. I'm not in heaven anymore, that's for certain. If I don't watch myself, this body can get badly hurt. And it's not like I can just fly anywhere here. Discretion, that's what Michael said for this mission. Sighing, I trudge down the path in search of the missing scroll, but take a moment to observe my surroundings. It's a beautiful garden. Actually, now that I see it, I had never seen Eden myself, and while I'm certain nothing could compare to its holy divinity, I feel almost at home here. Flowers bloom in the trees and along several bushes, and I touch a few of them as I walk past. A small breeze blows a few fallen petals around, and I am entranced by the sheer serenity of the moment. Suddenly, something filts past my face, bright and red, almost glowing. Gasping, I grab the scroll I still have and feel the magic of the moment go quiet. It's a red butterfly. Yeah, it's a red butterfly. I start to chase it, darting off at full speed while a few people look at me strangely. I'm sorry, I have to catch that butterfly. Bitch, no one cares!
Because that doesn't make you sound crazy at all. Jeezums crisps.
You're running around in a Victorian-era looking dress.
That almost looks like a white robe, like a nightgown. You could be from an asylum.
Seriously! They probably think this bitch is just running around cosplaying and shit.
Yeah, something like that.
What butterfly? Weird girl? Humans can't see it? That makes this trickier, but at least I can avoid causing unnecessary panic. Before I can dwell on the thought, the butterfly starts to go down a fork in the path. As I reach the split, another gust of wind appears, and the missing scroll is blown towards me. Both the butterfly and the scroll are getting away. Which one should I chase after? I'm going for the scroll.
Yeah.
I decide to go after the scroll, the wind keeping it just out of my reach again. Letting out a frustrated growl, I make a mad grab for it. Before I can touch it, another hand shoots out and plucks it from the air. Hey, that's my... The words die on my tongue as I catch sight of an exotic, almost ominous-looking man. Hello!
It's nice to meet you.
The things that I would do. I have bad knees, but I'm gonna get on them. I don't care.
I know.
Oh, not
No.
the laugh, not the
No.
Oh.
And his look, he's my type. His eyes are perfect. His hair is perfect. Everything is perfect.
I want to lick him. Anyway.
I know, right?
He looks at me, then the contents of the scroll, smirking, gives a short laugh, shaking his head. He hands the scroll back to me with a large grin on his face. Without a word, he smirks and walks around me down the path. My eyes watch his retreating form, enraptured, unable to look away. I don't know why I didn't say anything. It was as if his entire presence froze me to the spot. I didn't even say thank you. Listen, if I wore some of those pantaloons people be calling them, they would be soaked. Being in his presence.
Like, also, the fact that he smirked and shit, he knows.
He knows.
He knows.
Just as I turn to thank him, a crowd of people walk by and I lose sight of him. Shoot, well at least now I have both scrolls. I look at the scroll of Keldrin, disappointed to see it slightly crumpled by the wind, until I notice something's written on the back of it in red ink. Turning it over, I see an address, but the handwriting isn't Michael's. I'm sure of it, or at least mostly sure. Still, now I know more about where I'm going. Bruh, it was him.
No shit.
The daddy.
Yeah, read writing is not ominous at all. This is totally fine.
I swear to God that is his father. That is his father. And he wrote the address because he knows what she doing. And he don't care. Like, they already had an idea. I look around and spot an old man sitting on a bench nearby, feeding some birds. I approach him and show him the scroll. Excuse me, can you tell me where this address is, please? Of course, young lady. Just walk around this trail until you reach the park gate. You can't miss it. Not that anyone can. Bloody building takes up half the town. And so shiny. Too shiny. I see. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. And you. Although, a little word of advice. I'd give that place wide berth. Nothing but trouble these days. Trouble? What kind of trouble? The kind of trouble young ladies like you shouldn't be involved with, especially with that young lord. But you young people will do as you will. Be careful. The old man's words send a brief shiver through me. But I have to see this Keldrin person. Trouble or not. And if he does try to give me any trouble, well, I may be weaker in this form, but I'm not some pushover he can bully around, lord or not. I see. Thank you again. By the way, what are you dressed as, young lady? I wasn't aware there was a play in these parts. Oh, a play. He's talking about my clothes. Think, Ariel, think. Yes, well, not exactly. We're just practicing. Show won't be ready for a while. I see. Well then, you best be on your way. Break a leg. Huh? Why would I do that? Isn't that what you thespians types say instead of good luck? Oh, right. Of course, sorry. I'll just be going now. Back to my group. Thank you again, and goodbye. The old man merely waves at me as I walk away, clutching the scrolls to my chest. Well, that could have gone worse. Yeah, it fucking could have. Not for the first time. I wonder if I may be out of my depth for this mission. You are. But I have to see this through. No matter what happens or what stands in my way, I will find the solution. Nope, I am definitely in over my head. Look at that shit. Hell yeah, you are. The gate to the building is open, as if expecting my arrival, but the large, ornate door is shut tight. Should I knock?
Lol, just hello?
Hello, I'm here to sell you things. Angelic things. I sell things. Open the door.
Angelic things.
Open the door. I sell many things. I am here to sell them. I gulp, feeling my lips go dry from the corner of my eye. I spot movement behind the curtains, but when I turn my head, whoever had been there is gone. Yet I still feel like I'm being watched. Humming to myself, to calm my nerves, I shake my head and I look up to knock the door. It swings open, creaking loudly, but no one greets me. It's a haunted house. Get out. Get out, ghost. Get out. The ghost's here.
No, purify them. You're an angel. You got this.
Purify with them with that, you know?
I'm pretty sure Michael's given us some holy water one time or another.
Very thick holy water at that.
Yes.
Hello? Is anyone here? There's no answer. Slowly, I cross the threshold and look around. I'm immediately overwhelmed by the amount of decorations and religious motifs lining the halls. This Keldron must be quite devout. However, this doesn't feel as welcoming as I would imagine a house devoted to heaven would be. Towards the center of the grand foyer, I see a throne. The sunlight from outside hits the dais, casting the room in an ethereal glow. There are so many fucking large words in this. I'm so glad that I actually have a large vocabulary, because this sucks.
I mean, fair.
High above is a portrait of Keldron seated on the same throne. Michael called him a Nephilim, a being born of both a human and an angel, to which angel I don't know, but it seems rather prideful to have one's own portrait hanging in such a place. Pride, what does that tell you?
Wow. I wonder who it could have possibly been.
The most prideful angel of them all before his fall was Lucifer.
Yeah.
Slowly, I approach the throne and reach out to brush a finger along one of the gilded arms.
Please don't touch that. I just had it polished.
I jump back and gasp.
Hello there, sir. Oh my god, what if? What if?
I want to
know
pull
it's
his
not a
hair.
thing.
I want to have my hands in his hair. I want to pull his hair. Gimme.
Fair. But also, I just thought, what if? Because he literally looks like a mix between the guy we just saw and Michael. What if it was between those?
You really
No, it's not, but that would have been fucking hilarious.
Not some Bale Prague in the fucking... There he is, an almost exact copy of the portrait above. Keldron, rather than looking upset, he seems almost amused that I tried to touch his belongings. I clear my throat. Right, sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. You're Keldron, aren't you? He seemed surprised by my direct approach, but quickly masked it by taking a slow drag of his cigar. Ugh, that smells terrible. Chuckling, he walks towards me and blows the smoke just to the side of my face.
Normally, people refer to me as Lord Keldranon Aurelius von Galen. However, you can call me Keldrin, little angel.
Little.
Standing in place, looking around with such a big soft eyes like a little lost puppy. Not to mention those garish robes and no sense of basic human propriety. Clearly an angel. And, if I had to warrant a guess, an angel sent by the dearly devoted Archangel Michael.
There's something about his tone. I'm not sure if I like this man's attitude. I like his attitude. He can have that attitude anywhere he wants to with me. Hello?
Exactly.
Alright, so what if I am? Michael asked me to find you. We need your help. It's an urgent matter.
Ah, yes, I do recall getting a letter from dear Michael in regards to his little bug problem. How cute that he not only asked me to help, but also sent his secretary?
Secretary? Nah, she right on this one. I'm gonna
that
throw
was a bit
hands.
rude.
Rude ass. Like, I'd still smash, but rude. My name is Ariel. I am a guardian angel of heaven. I was sent here because Michael is my friend and he trusts me to see this through. And you, Keldrin, are going to help me.
Oh.
There is no hiding the surprise on his face now. And for a moment, I'm rather proud of myself.
Mhm.
Still, standing here under his scrutinous gaze has me terrified that I've offended him somehow. I hold my ground, though, not breaking eye contact for a second. Slowly, he smiles.
Well, well, Fräulein. Seems like you have some spirit after all.
Do not hit me with the German. I cannot handle that right now.
Holy Spirit. Anyways.
I want his Holy Spirit.
Puns for days.
Say I do help you. Do you even know what it is you're looking for? Where you might go? How you would navigate this place without attracting unnecessary attention? Or unfriendly attention, for that matter?
Well,
You mean to say that your precious Michael sent you down here with nothing but a couple of pictured scrolls in my name? I doubt he even told you what it is that's really going on here.
Now I'm really mad at this guy. Michael would never send me somewhere I couldn't handle. But what do I tell Keldrin? I want to challenge him. And of course you know everything, do you? What can you know that heaven doesn't? This time his laugh bellows throughout the room, startling me. I don't know what's so funny. Oh, sweet little angel, the things I know would make your pretty wings shrivel. Shrivel me, daddy. Anyway. These so-called wishes represent some of humankind's most irreverent desires. You mean those are sinful? Well, certainly in the eyes of heaven and his holiness in Italy. To a certain groups, they're a part of being human, though they do pose a certain threat. It's kinks. The butterflies are kinks.
My God, imagine.
I watch as he pulls out a folder tied with golden ribbon. A message from heaven? My contacts at the Vatican and I have been following the situation rather intimately. These are not simply bad wishes, Fraulein, but rather physical manifestations of humans' darkest desires. Lust, greed, envy. I have lots of lust right now, looking at him.
I mean...
Sir, why are you whore-shaped?
I think that's us that we should be saying it's sword-shaped.
I mean, yeah, but look at that waist. Look at that waist.
Don't even.
The way he enunciates each word sends a cold shiver down my spine. For the first time, his expression grows serious. Whoever's creating these little bugs seems to be amassing the wishes here, in this town. And given the nature of their origin, I have a strong suspicion that they're meant to give power and shape to something very, very dangerous. Tell me, what do you know about the Fallen? The Fallen? Angels who went against the will of the throne, and as such were cast out of heaven? Every angel born since knows that story. Just thinking about it makes me a little bit sad. The ones who defied the will of God and were cast out, of course. Why? Well, I believe this has something to do with them, or rather, their leader. Their leader? Wait, no. You mean Lucifer? But that's impossible. He was vanquished, banished. Keldrin laughs mirthlessly, shaking his head. Oh, you sweet, naive thing. Not everything needs to have a physical form to be dangerous. After all, perhaps the most treacherous weapon in the universe is our own thoughts, our desires, our private musings. Yo, he not wrong, because my thoughts be spicy.
Yep, that's the most sinful I get.
I could get more sinful if I had somebody to be sinful with, though.
I mean...
Lucifer knew this well, which is why I think he's using that power to create a new gateway to hell itself. Obviously, that would be very bad news for you indeed. That's the understatement of the millennium. Whatever confidence I had before completely leaves me now. If this is truly the work of Lucifer, then what chance do I have? Seeming to notice my distress, Keldrin smirks. Not the laugh! Oh, hello. Are you going to fly back to heaven, Fraulein? What am I going to do? I have nothing, no leads, no resources. But heaven is counting on me. Michael is counting on me. And no matter what, I'm certainly not going to let this smug lord bully me out of my mission. Okay, pause, because he asked you to come down and investigate, and so far you've talked to Keldrin, who told you things that he didn't even tell Heaven. You now have enough information. You could literally just go back and be like, brah, this is out of my hands. This is a bit too much for me to be handling. I'm a guardian. I am not an ass whoopee, I'm gonna get the fallen type person. You doing too much.
I mean, legit. Or you could flirt with the devil.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we continue with this mission.
Continue. No, I'm not. I'm going to do what I can to put a stop to all of this, and you're going to help me.
Oh.
For the second time, Keldrin looks genuinely surprised. Oh, I am? Well then. It was a very good thing indeed that I decided to help you long before you entered my halls, little angel. What? Then why did you... Are you kidding me? Why didn't you just say so? Because I do so like seeing you angels squirm a little, especially when asking for my help. This guy. You're a Nephilim. That means you're half angel. Aren't you on our side? Oh-ho! Did your precious Michael tell you that as well? Did he tell you which angel had the distinct pleasure of being my parent? He... Of course not. Not that it matters in this instance. Since I've so graciously decided to help you, we need to get to work on helping you blend in. I can blend in just fine, right? Not in those
Sure, hun.
Right? Not in those clothes, Fraulein. Although that shade of blue rather suits you. He snaps his fingers, and a group of servants seem to appear from nowhere. Pointing to one, he orders them in an almost bored manner. You get her some suitable clothes and accessories. Spare no expense, but nothing too ostensious. I rather like the demure look on her. Hold on. He points to another. You there, arrange for some papers and documents to be made for her. Try and get her to smile. Wait a minute, this is too much. We'd be lying to the law. Would you rather tell the police or any other authorities that you're an angel from heaven sent to investigate butterflies that only you can see? He is entirely right. Why do you care about
I mean,
lying to the law of humans is different than lying to the laws of heaven. Duh, stupid.
legitimately, calm down.
I'm sure you'll accomplish so much from inside a nice padded room, right? I just don't like it. Wham wham, bitch. Get the work done. Worry about that later.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You just have to go along with it, Fraulein. There's a word humans use to describe guys like this. Asshole? But I don't dare call him that to his face. Bitch, do it. Do it. No, do it.
Do it! He apparently likes a brat, so go for it.
Right? Do it. Call him an asshole and see if he commends you. Where can I sign up?
I know, right?
He points to one final person. I feel uncomfortable with the way none of them look Keldrin in the eye. Now, this is the most important task. This little neat angel needs a nest to fly home to. Wait, you mean my own place? Of course, under more pleasant circumstances, I'd be blessed to have you staying here, but it would be highly suspect if a beautiful young thing was seen coming in and out of my home on the daily. People would think he had a girlfriend. Oop.
Oh no, how terrible.
Especially not from, he a fuckboy. Look at him.
Oh, legit, he plays around all the time. We know this.
Some people might get ideas. Ideas?
Probably
With
why
what?
half the people don't look at him.
He merely smirks, taking out another cigar and lighting it. I look around in confusion and notice his servant sigh in exasperation. Oh, I beg your pardon. Relax, I was clearly talking about demons. Unfortunately, my name and status are rather well known to certain parties in hell. Now, how about a place near the town center? It's only on the other side of the park here. Plus, there are plenty of places for you to explore. I mean, investigate. Would that be agreeable? My own place? All of this feels like a lot, but maybe it might be fun. And Keldrin is right. At least that way I can work without too many distractions. It sounds lovely, actually. Thank you, Keldrin. I appreciate this. Of course you do. After all, when I promise someone something, I make sure nothing is withheld until they're absolutely satisfied. Really?
Indeed.
Hello there.
Really, after all, no good deed goes unpunished, Fraulein. Now, run along and get your measurements. You have a lot of work ahead of you.
Oh.
Oh, I almost forgot. We need to figure out a new name for you. What's wrong with my name? Nothing at all. However, it would be prudent to choose a new alias for yourself. After all, I promised, dear Michael, I would keep you safe. How about... pick a human name? Nope, I'm picking Grave. Because that'd be my name.
Hell yeah.
Grave. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? It's different, but if you think it's a good idea. I know it is. Besides, it's a lovely name. Grave. I will go to my grave denying that. I blushed at that. Oh, this is so ridiculous.
It became a pun. I love it.
I hate it. Now, off you go. Taylor's waiting. I frown, but nod anyway, and nervously follow the servants holding a measuring tape. Suddenly, I feel a hand gently grab mine, and I turn around in shock. The one holding my hand is Keldrin, but there is a purpose behind it that pins me in place.
Little angel.
Good luck, little angel. Sir! Sir!
I'm gonna pass out before you finish this. Like, dang.
Growl. He lifts my hand, and as if to kiss it, and I almost combust, my face flushing a deep pink. Instead, he lets go and walks away, laughing at my expression. I'm beginning to see why Michael called him difficult, but he's also charismatic. He strikes me as someone who also has a secondary agenda in regards to everything else. It makes me both cautious and intrigued. Sighing, I resign to my fate of being measured. Just what have I gotten myself into? Alright, I think we're gonna stop it here, just to make things a little easier, and let it go for it, part 2. But this is part 1 of Deliver Us from Evil, and I think that it is very much a good, interesting game. The voices are on point. The character design, looking good. The backgrounds, very, very amazing, if I do say. But let's stop here, and we'll come back to this later.